Welcome back everybody, Kai Swans here with another episode of Football Manager 2017 with Carmarthen Town, and all I can say is turning professional has done absolute wonders for us. Have a look at this, 32 wins out of 32 games. We've beaten TNS 4 times in one season, not a draw, not a win, absolutely incredible. Not just have we managed to be invincible, if we compare this to previous seasons, previous season we lost 2, drew 3, lost 2, drew 5, lost 4, drew 1, and in our first season we didn't get first, we lost 6, drew 5. Look at the absolutely phenomenal improvement over the years. Really insane scenes. Not just that, it helps us that TNS have actually degraded over the years. 78, 80, 77, 74, and now 74 again. They've not been the same power, and they even went through financial difficulties last season, I think, or the season before. Not serious ones, just they weren't quite as rich as they would like to be. They're still paying their players a lot more than we are, but we've invested in the right states, built a squad who were just waiting to be professional. Once they turned professional, that was it, they were gone. Let's have a quick look at some of the league stats. Obviously we finished the league. I'll do a quick run through of results. We also got to the final of JD Welsh Cup, the final against TNS of all teams. So while I'm slagging them off now, they're probably going to beat us because that's just how this game works. So when was the last time? Bala. After that we beat Bangor 2-0. Pretty decent game, we won it. There was one game that's actually insane this run, I can't remember which one it was. A late 1-0 win against Llandudno got me a bit worried beginning the conference, but then we hammered Bala 4-2, really convincing win. The game was over by half time. They got a random consolation goal before half time, and yeah, they got a second one in the second half. We beat TNS away again, absolutely amazing. We went 1-0 down and came back into it, and in the second half I was worried for a full 45 minutes. We were looking disastrous at times, but we held on for a 2-1 win, and that was the point when I really believed. Then we went on to beat Prestatyn 1-0, really comfortable win. Another comfortable win against Port Talbot. At the quarter-final of the Welsh Cup, we managed a 2-1 win. We then beat Llandudno 2-0, a really comfortable win again. Beat TNS 2-1 again. This one was a bit of a crazy game actually. This time we actually beat them properly fair and square. We outplayed them, unlike in the other one where they really should have won the other one. We won this one fair and square. I don't know what I'm saying at the moment. Prestatyn beat them 2-1, good win. 1-0 against Aberystwyth. It wasn't even that game. Was it before these when the insane game happened? I guess it was. Beat Bala 3-0, Lemley got a hat-trick, and beat Port Talbot 2-0. Really good end of season. And if we have a look at the table, we were miles the winner. We won it well ahead of time. I wanted to have a quick look, maybe a team's overview. We can have a quick look at why we won. So you can see TNS completed the most crosses. They had the most headers. Avis were actually the best passing side by the looks of it and had the ball the most, so they're clearly the possession based team in the league. Port Talbot made a lot of fouls. Prestatyn obviously were defensive, had to do a lot of defensive work, won the most tackles. We simply had the best conversion rates essentially. We had luck in our side, and we went 36 games without losing. Absolutely incredible teams. Obviously we won every game in the season. Net transfer spend, we did spend a fair bit of money, but what I do want, average attendance, we're above TNS, which I was quite impressed with. Team detailed, any of these that are super important. Penalties, we had 6 penalties and we scored 6, which is the best in the league by a long margin. Anything here that's sort of real importance? It says games won 33, okay, yeah, makes sense. Games without winning. No, I'm going down. Yeah, goals, okay, let's go through these. Oh, that doesn't work. 85 goals, we scored 2 more than TNS. What's this? Cross completion rate, we were close to first, in fact we were the same, simply we crossed a lot less, but made more goals. Oh, okay. That's the number of crosses converted, and we crossed a lot less than them. Only 113 to 162. God, some of these are hard to read. Goals from corners, we were at one point leading in that one, but we've obviously dropped down to 4th, well, joint 3rd. Oh, sorry about that. Don't know if you heard that. Goals from direct free kicks were not our strong point, fair to say. Indirect free kicks, oh yeah, we're ahead of that. Might not have been corners then. Pass completion, we were the second best in the league actually, alongside TNS, so that's pretty good for us. A lot of passes completed, 13,500 passes complete, as you can see here. Yeah, second most amount, 500 more. That's essentially a game more worth of passes than TNS. Shots on target, a fair bit higher than second place, and we had a lot of shots though, but not as many as TNS did over the season. Fouls against 441. That was Bala who got fouled the most, but we were fairly up there, as you see with most things. We're sort of quite. Let's have a look. Fouls made, least fouls by us. We clean side. I didn't have get stuck ins ever set on. Tackles won though. We did win the least tackles. However, our percentage I imagine is pretty good. Here, percent tackles won. Oh, it's only mid-table. I guess defensively we really didn't have to do that much just because of our fitness. Average attendance we see we're third, which is pretty good. We're still 100 behind Bangor. That's sort of the aim. And in terms of percent of capacity, we're again third, but this time Ken did know with amazing attendances considering the size by comparison to us. Nobody had a sellout. Highest attendance was Bangor. TNS getting second, probably against us to be honest. Net transfer send we won, but that's hardly irrelevant. But here's a big one. We still only just spending above half the amount TNS are, so that's pretty good for our bank balance. You can see we're only secure at the moment. It is because we've spent a fair bit of money, and they've also agreed to, if we go to board, here we go, they've agreed to youth facilities, which will be nearly like 1.6 million I think, so that'll be another, we'll be down to 3 million by the start of next season essentially, so we better get another boost of money soon, else we might be in a bit of trouble. As previously mentioned, today's game is the JD Welsh Cup final against TNS. We haven't actually had the best of record in that. We've only won it once in our time here. It's sort of eluded us in the past. We've lost the final, etc, etc. So not been really our trophy, but hopefully now we've turned professional, we should be able to hold on to it. And having beaten TNS multiple times over the season, we really should be looking to win this game. A very strong side I've put out today. Goalie and goal, obviously. I'm playing the 4-3-3. You may be thinking, why are you doing that? Charlie Edge got injured a couple of weeks ago. Is still injured for the rest of this week, which is a bit of a problem. So essentially we don't have a decent left midfielder because I don't trust Robchick. Despite having played him and him done well, I don't think I trust him in this game. And with Donald, I think it is, coming in, the new left winger, I don't think he's gonna get the call up for me. I apologise to him. It's not his fault, but unfortunately for him, I'm gonna go for the 4-3-3. Submit team, no. Here you go. Sorry. So yeah, 4-3-3, very interesting. Hopefully it works. So I'll try and outnumber them in centre midfield, get the ball up quickly to Lemony and Bishop Wisdom, who will sort of sit a bit back, and Lefcott will be my poacher for the game. Aiden Smith, unfortunate for him, but he's the one who's getting relegated to the bench. Despite having scored 17 goals, he's definitely had a good season. But I've liked Jeffcott even recently. Let's have a quick look at his form. He's scored a fair few in the run-in at the end of the season, so I'm pleased with him, and I'm looking to push him on. I think he can really be a big talent. The more I look at him, the more I think this guy has some huge potential that he should be able to get up to. Dylan Reese right back, Ryan Leake, Sean Perry, Jack Simpson's essentially our best back four. Ryan Leake could be replaced by Sass Davis among others, but he will get the call for today. I do really like this guy despite his inability to pass and poor first touch, as Shane Perry actually has the same problem. Yeah, terrible ball playing things, but attributes, but they're good defensive centre backs. Fullbacks Jack Simpson and Dylan Reese, both very good, very good fullbacks. I really like them, especially Jack Simpson. He's been well worth the money. It's been so nice to have a dependable, extremely solid and reliable left back, which this guy is. I'm paying him a lot of money, but he truly is. Has been wonderful for me. The attributes don't look like that, but it's the fact that he never gets a low rating. If we have a quick look at his form here, look at, okay, he's got, I say that, he's got 2 of them. Oh, he's got 3 of them. Okay, 3 times he's had bad games out of an entire season, essentially. I really like him. In the midfield position, Josh Knight actually gets a ball-winning role, just because he likes that the most out of all the roles, bizarrely enough. And Rob Evans as a central midfielder defend, with Jordan Jones getting the free roam to go forward. Clearly our best 3 midfielders, although Josh Knight, attribute rating rise isn't, he is just because he's such a good all-round player. Far better than, who was the other option? Coates. Coates defensively and young, might be something in the future. For now, he's not in our top 3. Lemony, Jeffcott and Wisdom have already gone through up front. Strong side by TNS, a sort of 4-4-2, but with a defensive midfielder instead of 2 central midfielders. Very defensive minded. Hopefully we can take advantage of this sort of gap they've got in midfield. The obvious danger man is Hazardine. Hazeldine, he doesn't look that amazing attribute-wise, but he has been in such fine form this season for them. He scored 35 goals in the league, which is 10 more than, or roughly 10 more. I think, what's his name, only got, who was it? Lemony only got 25, I believe, in the league, and he got 10 more than that, which is absolutely insane. But yeah, hopefully we can get a result against this TNS side. It has been an extremely dull first half, however, unfortunate circumstances have left it with 2 injuries. Lemony with a gashed head, I think it was, hand injury, and Wisdom with a toe. Oh no, both head injuries. But I'm not going to keep playing them, unfortunately for them. Lefcott will get to stay on the pitch, but Lemonie's coming off for Aidan Smith, and Wisdom is coming off for Kane Owen. Kane Owen on the left, Jones and Knight can swap. There you go. Hopefully this is the better roles. Do I play him as a winger? I'll play him as a winger support actually. Kane Owen would probably rather be a wide midfielder, so I shall let him do that. Aidan Smith doesn't really like that deep line playmaker, nor does Lefcott. Which ones? They're both the same, aren't they? Oh no, Jeffcott's, I keep calling him Lefcott. Jeffcott's a bit better at that role, so we are going to end up playing this 4-4-2, which we prefer essentially, and hopefully we can get a result in the second half. 2 substitutions already needed to be made. Hopefully it doesn't affect us. First highlight of the game actually, apart from kickoffs, and it's TNS, Hazeldine, but Evans nicks it off him. Aidan Smith, we got a chance to counter a deadly 2-man up front. Lefcott's through and he scores. Lefcott. Okay, you know what? Once this highlight's over, I'm going to rename him. Here it is in 3D. Aidan Smith gets tackled by Deddy, the defensive midfielder, but it manages to play Lefcott through. Jeffcott. Yeah, no, I said I was changing him. I was going to set nickname. He's just going to be Lefcott because for the life of me, I cannot say Jeffcott. Ooh, actually TNS have a chance here, but Kano and who's it for? This 4-4-2 team seems to have worked wonders for us, just spreading the ball a bit wider. Jeffcott plays through, I said it then, Smith out to Owen. Owen, can you get a ball in to Jones? Jordan Jones back to Rob Evans. Rob Evans forward to Smith. Aidan Smith is tackled and we get a penalty. Costas Piliers. Is he Greek by any chance? Cyprotic. Yep. We get a penalty. It's Aidan Smith to take it. The guy was fouled, I believe, if I remember correctly. It only happened about 5 seconds ago. Smith shoots, Smith scores. Corner, lovely goal. Lovely goal. It was a penalty, Kai. But it was in the final, and that's all that counts. We're winning in the final, 2-0. It looks fairly confident, and TNS, the other professional team in Wales, it's fair to say have been dethroned, especially this season. We've really shown them how to dominate the league. When you have a severe advantage, which professionalism does give you, being able to train week in, day in, day out, and just that extra amount of money in the bank, a bit more stability at the side, really helps us. Another highlight for TNS, they're going to try and get a late comeback. There's about 20 minutes left in this. Hazeldine hoofs it forward to Burns. Simpson gets there though. Jake Simpson, I credit him before the game, and he's doing it now. Kano and to Jones. What a consistent left back we have there, and it's really good to have just that stability at the back. So much better than Kane Owen, who'd have his bad days, and would have really good days, don't get me wrong, but would have bad days. Who am I going to take off? I don't think I will take anybody off. I'm just going to let the game go out to the end. 2 substitutes at half time. Hazeldine gets a late consolation. It's after full time technically, so 43 goals in the season though. It's absolutely incredible for the player. Free kick just outside the box, nearly a penalty, through the gap in the wall between the heads into the corner. It was a really nice free kick, fair play. And this is the full time now. Jones up to Owen any second now. We've won the JD Welsh Cup. Really good and really impressive set of results. I'm actually, interesting side fact, I think I'm now the highest rated Welsh manager of all time. Before I'd leave you, I thought I'd go through the season reviews and all that, and a quick look at something I haven't looked at before, which was this season's best 11, and I'll compare it to the overall so far. As you see, some familiar names. Tom Pearson staying at right back. Kano and actually getting that spot at left back for this season. Quite impressive, really, considering how good I believed Simpson to be. Jack Simpson only on the bench, quite impressive. I thought he'd be a starter. Maybe his average rating wasn't quite as good. In midfield, Josh Knight clearly gets a spot. John Jones, Rob Evans, Charlie Edge. Now, those midfield 4 have been amazing for me and a clear first choice, as you can see by the number of appearances they got. Lemony and Bishop Wisdom. Lemony a very clear choice up front. The other striker has sort of changed a lot over the course of the season. As you can see by the amount of appearances, all 3 of them have actually got. Jeff Lefcott actually came to the fore towards the end of the season. I was really impressed with his appearances. And it's a very strong side. Goalie getting the nod ahead of Halle Brown. He played more games just due to Halle Brown's injury and really performed in there. So let's see how this affects the overall 11. And you can see Leedsy out on loan at the moment keeps his spot as that number one goalkeeper. Halle Brown is slowly catching up, but Idzi has got it. Josh Green, same story with him, keeps that right back spot. Lee Sermon, incredibly actually, that he's still in this side. Lee Sermon holding on to that, to deal life to that centre back spot alongside Johnny Spittle and Kane Owen at the left. Tom Pearson, right midfield. Josh Knight is trying his best, but is only able to get into the left winger, where we haven't really been able to settle on an individual player for seasons now. We've been constantly changing that position, so Josh Knight slots in there. Coates and Kieran Lewis. Kieran Lewis has been really good for me. I nearly got rid of him one season and decided to keep him, and he's really been an asset to the side on fairly cheap wages. And Coates, I'm actually impressed that he's in this side. I wasn't expecting that, I'll be honest. With Wisdom and Mark Jones, clearly Mark Jones up front, that's undisputed. Aidan Smith trying his best to get in along with Bishop Wisdom. Then the season rewards are actually quite even, only 50% of the vote going to Lemony. I thought it'd be more than that. Josh Knight coming close and Aidan Smith in third place. Kieran Lewis got goal this season. Tommy Lane got signing this season. The youngster played a fair few games towards the end of the season and he's really good. Look at his attributes. If you ignore essentially just his speed and some of his centre back attributes, mentals, but with age those will come, but some of them he's going to be amazing. I'm training him to be a midfielder. He'll be so versatile for us and he looks absolutely incredible. I'm really excited about this guy and hope we don't sell him. Do we have a clause in his contract? We don't, so essentially if we can offer him a new contract soon that goes over a few seasons, that'll be nice. Lemony, young player this season, he's 24, don't really agree with that, but well. Season review, we've done really well, won a treble, League, Welsh Cup and League Cup essentially. Really good in my opinion. Highest amount of players used in the league, what comes with being a professional side. Hammered Bangor 6-1 and the moment to forget was a 2-1 win against Prestatyn. We did pretty well in the Champions League, getting against Basel and Man City, not at all embarrassing. Hopefully we get easier draws next season. I expect to win the league next season. I will tell them that. We're going to do it again next season. That's exactly the reaction I was after. Everybody's happy. End of season confidence review, they're over the moon with me. What's the scouting report say? Got a couple of decent players. What's this guy like? This guy might be interesting. Just because of his kit, he's very fast. I might scout some of these guys. Cameron Berry as well looks to have some potential from the midfield spot, but I'm going to do them all the scouting stuff off camera. Pre-season start date, I'm going to start the second week of July, I think, or the first. Oh no, I'll make it 6 weeks again. Nice and early start, get some fitness in, and yeah, I think that's it for this episode and this season. It's been another really good season. We've really made steps forwards in more, like last season was very European centric, this season was very league centric. We got really far in the league. A couple of bad injuries to Spittle, Halle Brown, Edge, Wisdom, those four key players getting long-term injuries. Sean Hughes may not recover from what's been a bad season for him, nearly missed half of it. Fortunately, on other fronts, we haven't had many injuries. But next season, I will see you as usual in the Champions League. Was it second qualifying round against whoever we get then, and she'll go through some transfers and how the team looks. And well, today has truly been a marvelous end to a marvelous season. Where ignoring European results, it's been all wins. We've only lost in Europe. Absolutely incredible. We have been smashed by Man City and Basel, to be fair. That's it for today's episode. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.